My name is Ashokan Thambi Anaparkal. So everyone called me Ashi. Nobody know my name, particularly in a hospital. So I born in 19th of December 1981. I'm from. I'm originally from Kerala. It's the southernmost part of India. I've been working as a nurse in 2004, quite a long period. So I got a job in Swindon in Great Western Hospital. I came to Swindon in 2018 to work as a nurse. Yes, it was my dream to come to UK for a long time. Then when I passed the interview to come over UK, so many of my friends have been here for a long time. So I used to be in touch with them. So I had lots of things about UK, but nobody from Swindon I know about. So that was a funny thing. So, but I done some research. So I know only a little bit about Swindon, to be honest. So yeah, so I reached in 2018. Yeah, so I felt like it's wonderful. I was in Middle East for some time, so compared to another country, and compared to my own country, it's lush, it's beautiful, it's varying climate. It is a proper summer and winter. Yeah, so I'm enjoying. It was my plan. It was my long time dream to come out to UK and work as a nurse. Um, so I professionally nurse. I became a nurse in 2004. I've been working in India. I worked in Middle East in Dubai for some time. Then I thought that I need a career change, and so obviously there was a good time for me to come over here. There was lots of chances, opportunities at that time. So I had a couple of interviews. It was a long process to come over to UK. As a nurse, I need to pass my English test, and I had to wait for some time to qualify. To complete my registration in nursing council. Yeah. So it took nearly 2 3 years since I started my processing. Then yeah, and another thing, family life. So I know it's very, very important for me. I have two children, and my wife also a nurse. So I definitely know that I get very good life here with a good quality of life. That was my plan, to bring my. So I came alone initially, then I brought my family here. Yeah, that's it. I've been I'm a qualified nurse. So I'm having a long career. So I've been working as a nurse in 2004. Um, I came in here in 2018, and I joined in Great Western Hospital. So it's an NHS hospital in the town. So Asana is a small town, and we have that hospital. Even though it's a small hospital, caters all all the requirements of the. It's a big town. Then yeah, so working as a nurse, it was a bit challenging for me initially, to be honest, because things were for a lot, for lots of difference here in kind of working, and especially with communicating with people. Then um, um, then work-wise, especially long hours of shift. That was initial hurdle for me. But initial 6 months, I was like a trainee, because like everyone who coming from India or somewhere far from other country, so I got a good training. So the meantime, I exposed to all these things, and it was wonderful. I had received lots of help and support from the people here, especially when I came here. Nearly 3 months accommodation was free. Nobody. I don't think anywhere else we get that kind of support. Accommodation was free, and I've been conveyed from the airport to here, and I had a food voucher, food hamper for some time, for maybe for a week. Yeah. So then in the hospital as well, it was such a wonderful um, team support I got received, because they understood that I'm a foreigner, and like all my friends, those came from India. I believe they all received that kind of support. So yeah, so the initial training and all kind of support um, like for going out and do shopping, or maybe finding some accommodation later on. So for everything, I receive good support and help from everyone, especially from the hospital. As I said, it was my dream to come out and work in the UK. So I'm really enjoying to work here. To be honest, many of my friends, they're planning to move to other places, other countries. But still, I believe NHS is a good place to work so far for me. I'm getting enough support, payment as well as salary, and everything is good for me. And my wife also working in NHS, so as a family, we are really enjoying the life. And yeah, so far I don't have any plan to move anywhere. Back home, I have my parents, and my younger brother, and lots of relatives. Of course, I used to help them, with small amounts. Um, not every month, maybe, I'm still supporting them with some little bit finance. Yeah, of course. Like that, my parents are, my dad is a pensioner, so, and my mom, they manage the income. They don't have any problem. They're not depending on me, the for the money. But I always, send them money for their some kind of requirements, like special occasions, or I always send them money from here. And my brother, he's working as a government servant back home, so he also not depending on me for particularly. And I have, like I said, myself and my wife, we got many relatives back home, so we always help them in particular occasion like marriage, or the special ceremonies, or something like that. So that kind of thing we always do, yeah. So that's it. I believe that, as being an Indian, we have some values and cultures. So especially, I came from multicultural or diverse, cultural background. So here, I believe we have basically one religion. So I have the opportunity to, opportunity to believe in my own. I used to go to my temple. We have a temple in the town, and here I believe we are getting more very good respect from the society. Nobody, nobody keeping me far apart. Oh, you're an Indian, or you are having, so I never had any problem with that, like that. Then values, here, uh, for example, if I say, back home in India, I'm from Kerala, so we always give a particular kind of respect to our elders. Here, I don't think anything particularly, but they respect everyone, and the kind of equality. So here in hospital, I work in a hospital where this equality, diversity, inclusion is very important. So I don't know. Back home is still, we are having, such kind of giving importance to that kind of things. So and gender difference here. Here, people are, especially government itself, giving special importance to equality and gender difference. Yeah, so I believe, people are well respected here, and value things are a bit different from back home, but still it is having its own importance. I don't have anything particularly quote to quote, but still some incident happened around me, not to me particularly. I don't have anything to tell particularly, but some kind of racist abuse happened, or during my past 7 years. I witnessed some of this, but nothing to me personally. I don't have a particular plan to go back to India and, stay there. Um, I stayed a good amount of time in India as a family, and I worked in government service back home. Then I came here. My children, they are growing up here, so that was the most important reason why I chosen here in UK, because UK is important for the education, um, and so I believe my children will get very good education here, and for me as well. I'm on the career progression now, So my wife is also a nurse, so we both really enjoying the life here. So in the future, I don't think I particularly I go back, but I'm still in, as I'm an Indian, I'll get in touch with them, my family back home. Yeah, that's it. For me, I have lots of friends around in different places in UK. So for me, I believe for the last 7 years, my children they started their schooling in here basically. So but initially they had little bit struggles, um, uh, but after that, they're like British students. Uh, they're not struggling for anything for they're in the classes, and they always will supported in their classrooms. Then so I believe that they will be getting a normal transition like English people or English students. So I hope they can get into like the universities, and they can. And another important thing I believe here, children are getting more opportunities to find out their own. They can select their own passion, their own educational what called educational they can find their own choice of what they study, like law they can study either law or their science, or maths, or maybe some like medical nursing or pharmacy. So here, and also another important thing I have noticed, government is supporting very well for the studies, like providing loans and things. And and that's the most important thing. In India, I don't think it's particularly we are also getting support back India as well, but here is very good education, and we have international in university like Oxford and Cambridge. So yeah, that I believe. I'm for me. I have masters in nursing back home, so for me, my parents taught me the importance of education in life. So uh, I definitely, for me, that's very very important, very essential. Yeah, so I don't think there'll be much difference for me from children to get very good education in UK.